Hello. I want to make this quick. I've got the new Elektron and then my trusty HAPAX from Squarp. Wicked smart Squarp HAPAX. I know they're French and not from Massachusetts. Anyway, this is set up because one of the things that I always got stuck with in the past with Elektron, yes, I understand step sequences and whatever, but I perpetually would sort of have just these loops, these like mini beat loopy things that I never really figured out how to breathe life into them and get them out or make them into full songs. And I don't really love like a song mode. And I love sequencers that have a visual representation of what's going on. Squarp is by far has made the most comprehensive, easy to use, and fun sequencer of all time. They didn't send this to me. I bought this and I love it, and it's the best. And I have owned so many, and I still love. Basically, I love all MIDI sequencers because they approach coming up with stuff in a different way. So they're just on a rotation. This one, I will say, is at the top as far as just structure and not needing to, even if I put this one away for a little bit, when I bring it back, I remember how everything works. Well, oh God, thank you. So how is this set up? Well, it's kind of convenient if you have them like this because you have your tracks here. And look, we have our tracks sort of in line with each other. I could nudge this a little bit, but one of the best things about HAPAX is that you can load in instrument definitions. What does that mean? It is basically just a text file that someone beat me to the punch for the TONVERK, a guy named, I think, John Wilhelm on the forum. Thank you. And what he did, or they did, was put in as much CC information that this guy can receive into here for automation lanes. So basically anything that can receive CC information in here, HAPAX currently knows about it, and then I can draw in automation or sequence automation anywhere. So Elektron, known for being crazy with PLOCs and everything, on top of that, this guy, fantastic too. One of the beauties of having these two paired with each other is now I've got velocity. Very nice. And all we got going on right now is just one MIDI cable, sending CC values to here, clock information, and note information. Nothing else. Audio, we're using the 4 outputs on that guy. But what's going on here is this is the brains of all the notes and some cool modulation stuff if we want it. But what I realized is if we take out the note information from these 8 tracks, but still utilize the sequences on the sends and the buses, we're cooking with gas. Because what you can do is you've got patterns in the background, right? Let's just go to a sequence here, push play. If I change the pattern, what just happened? I'm using patterns now as saved preset states for whatever effects I want. Whoa. So I've got a sequence running, but now I can jump between these crazy new routing options. And that is a beautiful way to play around in itself. So I've got the visual aids that I like, and just the playing on here is so much more fun. You know, you just got great chord mode. So the tactile, pterodactyl, the handsiness of the HAPAX alongside the craziness of the Elektron box, there is some magic happening that it just keeps unfolding. So, I mean, one of the things that's fantastic also is when you're playing your patterns here. Yes, the mutes in this make total sense, right? But I love, it's a MIDI solo, you know, or you've got temporary, momentary, but you know. Anyway, this is the mute mixer. Sorry, should have explained that. But when you're playing in here, also keep in mind, the whole thing that Squarp is known for is when you're in your sequences, they have all of these crazy MIDI effects and arpeggiators and just this ARP poly thing that sounds insane. So there's just a lot of stuff. Squarp is mwah. These two together are really up to no good in a good way. And if we just play some more patterns here, I mean, what's also like, I apologize in advance, the bass is, let's cut some in a second. This is fun. And it's sort of just eliminated my disdain for not seeing what's going on inside of an Elektron box, because also I can record all this stuff just directly into here. If I wanted to just print this into here and then go away, we can do that. It's pretty exciting stuff. This is early days. This guy's going to keep getting better. This guy, I don't know how much better this can get. But what's the takeaway? If you're using an external sequencer and you're getting rid of the notes going into here, but you're still using the sequence on your sends, we can use the TONVERK still as a preset effects switcher, and then just have this guy handling note and fun stuff, or whatever preferred external sequencer, if you like that, you know, like the push 3 we could plop. It's right there. But you know, there are exciting possibilities, and the naysayers of this, I totally get it. I currently just well, one, wanted to check it out, but two, I do, the effects in here sound very cool. And so there's a lot sonically to explore here that does not really overlap with stuff I currently have in here. So that's it. You know, this headphone's gonna hurt, but we're doing it. I'm feeling good. Like and subscribe, And thank you all for your continued support.